Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between WFZ and Lin. This game taking place here on Secret Valley. Gary saying, I love Blade Master. Well, there is an orc player, so the chances of you seeing a Blade Master, you will get to see your love. Blade Master, most likely alongside some grunts, probably just one orc burrow. It will most likely be going up against a Death Knight unless these players decide to decide to switch things up just a bit. Yeah, the Blade Master seems to have a little bit of a love-hate relationship. When the Blade Master is on your side, you absolutely love him. Love that high damage, that burst damage that he's able to bring to the table. Getting 2 subsequent critical strikes out of 3 hits, well, that just melts away the hit points of many heroes. And we'll see what's going to happen in terms of the follow-up. I'm trying to think about all of the battles and the fights, and I think the Mountain King actually wins out most 1v1 fights. If I do remember correctly, Mountain King, Demon Hunter probably is one of the strongest as well, just because it can mana burn its way through everything. And, well, with Metamorphosis, I'm talking about level 10 heroes. Archmage is surprisingly one of the weakest, since its ultimate ability, well, isn't really conducive for fighting as opposed to repositioning. There is that Blade Master. You see a second orc burrow being placed down. That does come as a bit of a surprise to me, as that normally indicates that we will be getting a second grunt and maybe some more peons out much earlier. Back off to the north here, to the top right, we are going to be looking at the Tomb of Relics, followed by some ghouls as well. There is that Death Knight. Graveyard has just now been added with one Nerubian Tower. Where will the Death Knight possibly go? Death Knight and making its rounds out. There is a dead sheep off over here. Where are some easy creep camps that he could possibly try and creep out? I'm not 100% sure. Perhaps trying to take out the Fountain of Health with Focus Fire, but then you have to be extremely careful because the skeletal minions are very weak to Purge. All right, there's the engagement right now. Skeletal minions are going to go ahead and engage. No Warden, already down to, what, 500 hit or 350 hit points, gets taken down very quickly, as we now see more skeletal minions now joining back in as well. All right, trying to go after all of these Null Wardens, followed by these Null Brutes. They are going to get taken down. Death Knight pretty much being able to clear out this creep camp without suffering too much damage and only using 2 charges on his Rod of Necromancy. Meanwhile, Blade Master picks up a Potion of Greater Healing after felling the Ogre Magi from this Goblin Merchant shop here. Very powerful. Blade Master now going after this Null Warden. Null Warden is extremely low on hit points, down to 36. Looks like it will get taken down. Blade Master continuing this fight now. The high armor value really helping out that Blade Master, as the Null Warden will get taken out here. A Gloves of Haste, just what the doctor ordered, as the Null Brutes will be cleaned up here in just a moment. Skeletal minions, are they going to try and clear out this Ogre Magi creep camp? Yes, another Rod of Necromancy charge has bit used. Damage is already to rack back up. Ogre Magi could get taken down here, as a grunt does spot out this location and may be able to put in a better bit of pressure as well. Death Knight wants the Death Coil, finishes it off, and now picks up the item and will be escaping. Meanwhile, Blade Master off over here. Is it just going to go up straight after that Ogre Magi once more? Yes, going after the Ogre Magi. 82-point critical strike, followed by a 74, adding in extra damage to boot, as the Blade Master may head back down to the south for the Secret Valley's Fountains of Health. Forest Troll Berserker, very low on hit points. Is it going to get taken down? Yes, it does get taken down. Cloak of Shadows is gone. We do see a Wind Walk already getting underway, as the Blade Master needs to figure out where he wants to travel to next. All right, Blade Master already on the move. Maybe I should switch colors just so I can spot him a little bit easier on the minimap. Yeah, he is right there, selling the Cloak of Shadows most likely. What will he be picking up? Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Going now after the Ogre Magi. Really dangerous. Uses the Potion of Greater Healing in order to take out the creep camp. Gets a Scroll of the Beast. Not necessarily the item that he was looking for, but he does get a little bit higher in terms of experience and will get to level 3 off of this creep camp. Meanwhile, back at the other end of the map, Death Knight, sitting at level 2, near maxed out on mana, looking to finish off the Null Overseers. We are looking at when the Lich will be making its way out. Training just now started as the Black Citadel is being upgraded. Alright, there goes that last, Null Warden there, Null Overseer, all that is left. Back on each side, we are going into a Fortress, we are going into a Shadow Hunter, and we may be looking at a Tauren Chieftain joining in as well. Bestiary, Shadow Hunter once again on the move. Skeletal Minion now heading back down to the south here. Off to the north, Blade Master looking to finish off all of these Murlocs and try to take them down. Blade Master sitting at level 3. Slippers of Agility, Talisman of Evasion, all of them pretty much ready to go. Death Knight gonna go ahead, fight back against the Ogre Warrior and that Forest Troll Trapper. It is gonna stay, I believe, no, it will get to level 3, I believe, or be extremely close to level 3, which will be important for the nuking power of that Death Knight and that Lich, which just now made its way out. Blade Master down to 315 hit points, but will survive. Shadow Hunter creeping away from all of the action as, well, Null Assassins will get finished off here. Shadow Hunter will still stay at level 1, but looking forward to getting to level 2. Blade Master heading back over here will pick up a Manual of Health, most likely. Yes, there it goes. Null Overseer, pretty much all that is left at this creep camp, as the Shadow Hunter should be able to start healing up this creep camp back up once more. Undead off to the north, creeping with the Death Knight and that Lich, picking up a Helm of Valor, +4 strength and agility, given to the Lich. Not quite sure what is the reasoning behind that, perhaps needing more armor and more hit points. That is the perfect way to do it. That is 150 hit points, plus a little bit faster mana or hit point regeneration as well. Back off to the north here, Shadow Hunter sitting at level 2. Gonna go ahead and finish off the Ogre Warrior. Mantle of Intelligence +3 quickly picked up as, well, the Shadow Hunter does in fact need a good amount of mana to be very effective. Death Knight 3, Lich at 1. Going up against, I believe, a level 2 Shadow Hunter. A level 1, soon to be level 1 Tauren Chieftain, and a level 3 Blade Master, +7 attack with the Talisman of Evasion. So that Blade Master wants to get into the middle of the fray and just start trying to fight his way out. Now, Lich and Death Knight with the Obsidian Statue. We are getting up now the Destroyer form. We only see one single Slaughterhouse here, and we'll see whether or not we are going to be going for a Sacrificial Pit. Frostworms have become incredibly popular since it does slow units significantly. Also, having Shades out on the field, extremely important to be able to keep track and keep tabs of that Blade Master. Alright, you can see a little bit of damage coming across from that Lich. One Nightcrawler already taken down. Lich already sitting at level 2, attacking slightly faster and regenerating all of that precious mana as another Murloc is taken out as well. Back down to the south here, a little bit of a chase. Skeletal Minions getting taken out. As, well, not much is really happening here. Blade Master, Shadow Hunter, and now the Tauren Chieftain look like they're ready to test the waters, hoping to use the hero number advantage to their advantage. Also, some very, very strong ensnares already coming into play. Speed Scroll closing in that distance. That is absolutely powerful right there, as you see a Devour Magic already coming through. Once again, a Stomp already hits multiple units here as the Tauren Chieftain wants to put his foot down, so to speak, and he does make a statement whenever he puts his foot down. Alright, Tauren Chieftain stopping all of the units around him. Meanwhile, Grunts, Destroyers are all just getting into position. Blade Master may finish off a Destroyer. Death Coil saves it instead, as the fights are just still starting to rack back up. This is not looking good for WFZ. Lin seems to be in the controller seat as the Blade Master falls at level 3. Tauren Chieftain not too far behind. Shadow Hunter, well, does get a Crypt Fiend, but ends up losing a Grunt as well, or should end up losing a Grunt as well. It does get taken down. Blade Master now back in the action. Grunt joining back in on the fight. Blade Master ready to slice and dice some of those ghouls as the Blade Master already low on hit points. Will it be able to get enough procs down as you see another, well, ghoul getting taken out? Death Knight low on mana. Blade Master is right there. Lich, well, low on mana as well. If that Lich gets that next level, that will pretty much be over as he gets the Death Coil off anyways to finish off that Blade Master. Blade Master falling once again. Big issues as we now see some grunts in full retreat.
We're under attack.
Shadow Hunter, Tauren Chieftain, still looking to find where they can go. Death Knight looking to finish off all of these units here. It should get taken down. There it goes. Grunt now taken out as well as the Red Drake looks to fire or fight back against some of these undead units. Meanwhile, in the opposite corner, Shadow Hunter and Tauren Chieftain pretty much leave the Red Drake alone, but the Red Drake seems to want to get in on the action and fight back. Kodo Beast, well, attacking a little bit faster, moving a little bit faster. You can see that the Red Drake is enjoying his time in the sun, so to speak. As the Shadow Hunter going toe-to-toe with the Red Drake, not much can be done. Let's take a look at the supply count. 44 compared to 36. Things are not looking good. Things are not looking good for WFZ as Lin is starting to take a more sizable advantage in this game. Alright, Tauren Chieftain now makes his way off to the north. Is he going to finish off all of these Forest Troll Berserkers? Tauren Chieftain does have Stomp, but I don't believe he's going to be using it anytime soon. No, I take it back. He has War Drums, and yeah, he has War Drums. He does not have Endurance or just the damage bonus from those Kodo Beasts. Death Knight now wandering around. Heading back to the north here. Let's take a look. Blade Master now down to the south. Orb of Lightning, Claws of Attack, Slippers of Agility. All very good abilities right now to follow up any sort of harassment pressure. Dark Ranger is also getting extremely close to level 3 as well. And if the Dark Ranger gets to level 3, these Dark Minions, lesser Dark Minions just become Dark Minions, and they are much easier to sacrifice as a sacrificial pit to that Lich. Shadow Hunter ready to engage, selling some items, picks up what looked to be a Circlet of Mobility, as the Shadow Hunter is going to be rolling out here in just a second. Alright, both sides looking to engage. That is a large army of skeletal minions that isn't going to be able to do very much for very long, as the Raiders may try and, well, get some ensnares on some key pieces of this army. There's an ensnare on the Obsidian statue. Death Knight now looking to get away from the remaining units. He wants the victory, but he doesn't want to take the damage, as those units are now just getting pelted by arrows from the Orc Burrow. Kodo Beast now back out. Tauren Chieftain is in position. Big stomp going down. Almost able to take down that one Crypt Fiend, as that Crypt Fiend down to 400 hit points in a matter of seconds. Alright, let's take a look. Raider going to get taken down as well. And WFZ having a difficult time trying to push back this attack and pressure right here. Lich ready to engage once more. Death Knight in the back. Where is the remainder of the other heroes? I thought, where is, nope. There's that Dark Ranger sitting up in that front line where I did not expect her to be. Tauren Chieftain off over here, only seeing that level 2, and looks like he sold an item. All right. Attacks getting underway. Once again, Wind Riders are in position. Ensnares coming across. Are they going to be able to take down some of those key units? And it looks as though some of those units will get taken down. No, none of the units were taken down. Big surprise there. The Wind Rider surprise factor is now gone. As the Crypt Fiends also need to get web in order to slow down those Wind Riders in their tracks. It's not snoring. Apparently I'm getting allergies. Tauren Chieftain, Slippers of Agility, now being dropped here. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 3. Blade Master sitting at level 3 as well. Shadow Hunter actually getting in a little bit more experience. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, Dark Ranger, Helm of Valor, Lich out here as well with the Death Knight. Death Knight does have the Brilliant Aura, so will give extra mana to the surrounding units. Obsidian statues really benefiting from that extra mana, or they were if they were close enough by, which would then in turn give the Death Knight more mana as well. Alright, Blade Master attacks the Obsidian statue with a Purging Strike. Blade Master now being forced to retreat. Meanwhile, Obsidian statue needs to get healed back up. No acolytes nearby that I can see, as you now see a Destroyer getting into the air. Alright, Destroyer into the air, able to be healed. You can take a look at this. All of those Destroyers are now just wandering around. A second Destroyer joining into the mix as the Blade Master needs to figure out how I could just use this one Blade Master extremely effectively to taunt my undead opponent. Blade Master heads back over to this shop across the way once again, selling some more items to pick up an Orb of Lightning and a Scroll of Healing, or at least swapping those two positions, as we're looking at what the Death Knight can really hope to creep any longer. Alright. Big fight looks to be getting underway. Orc in the bottom left does have Wind Riders, no real upgrades, does have fortified upgrades, and currently the Bestiary is not training anything new. Alright, in comes the next round of attacks. Blade Master gonna go ahead and join in on the fight. You can take a look. Units just uncovering every which way and then heading back inside the Orc Burrow to try and fight and put pressure back. Wind Rider is gonna go ahead and get taken down. Shadow Hunters with healing waves. Blade Master is currently silenced. Blade Master with the anti-air attack, able to deal a lot of damage to those Destroyers, but the Destroyers are just getting healed back up. And now with Web entering in the Crypt Fiends are just getting in a lot of terrible damage onto all of those Wind Riders. Wind Rider pretty much going to get absolutely demolished here in just a second. No normal attacks, and that is just not looking good at all. It does not look like WFZ is going to be able to get back into this game. Lynn is going to be taking, I believe, this game here on Secret Valley. Meanwhile, back up to the top left, Blade Master, Shadow Hunter trying to escape, trying to live and fight another day. 101 mana on that Blade Master, could Windwalk and try and perhaps get a proc and a purge, as you see. Well, one gonna get taken down there. Healing wave, nope, not saving, but the Abomination still taken out, as the Abomination was relatively low on hit points to begin with. Blade Master ready to go. Population 43 to 37. Let's take a look at this. Death Knight now putting pressure onto the Voodoo Lounge once more. The army should be heading back over here. The peons want to do a bit of repairing, but so far is unable to.
Our gold mine is running low.
As the gold mines really only have, what, 2.5 minutes left of mining in them right now. And now, here you see the Orc player just trying to regroup and regather himself. Blade Master, is it going to try and take down a free, absolutely free Crypt Fiend? No, well, no, yes, it is going to be going ahead and chasing down that Crypt Fiend here in just a moment. If it procs a crick, and if it procs a strike, that would absolutely be tremendous, as the Blade Master is simply waiting for sight on this guy right here. Meanwhile, back to the bottom left, Destroyer is taking a lot of damage. Dark Ranger just belting those attacks in, and it looks as though the Orc Burrow will get taken down here in just a second. Alright, there it goes. Orc Burrow now down. Death Knight now making some moves onto all of these fortified buildings. Not going to work, as the Blade Master now shows up to the party. Death Knight now looking ready to go. Looking to try and take down that Bestiary. Who's going to be able to flinch first? That is the big question there. As you see, the Blade Master is currently revealed by that Dust of Appearance. A big stomp amongst so many units right there. And if the Tauren Chieftain has another, that will pretty much be the end of it. Another big stomp here could finish off multiple units. As you can see now, so much damage has been done. Crypt Fiend's gonna go ahead and get taken down. The Shadow Hunter also taken down as well. The Death Knight unable, well, nope, Death Knight able to finish off that Tauren Chieftain and get the victory as well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually realized I woke up really early today, around 4 o'clock, so maybe I do need to take a bit of a rest. I thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully I'll be able to get some additional replays tomorrow. If you guys haven't done so, please follow me on Twitch. Bits, free Twitch Prime subs, all of those definitely do help me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.